big treat, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break the beat that me and Sean did for NLE. That's going on his deluxe. There you go. I happen to have the session on here, so this is like awesome exclusive. This is awesome exclusive type stuff, all right? So I did this beat in, I want to say 2019, 2020. Sean Momberger, multi-platinum producer, he produced for Chris Brown, Gunna, Young Thug, A Boogie. You know, I think he did one with Drake. I'm not sure. I think he did, but he definitely did with Justin Bieber. But he sent me a pack a while back, and it had this sample. It was started that sample, and I'm gonna play the sample itself. So he just sent me the sample on here, and you know I was just chilling, and so crazy how it starts out. So this is so understand this, right? So understand this is the top half of the set with the actual vocals in. So what I did basically on this top half right here, I just I kind of like use one thing I like to do in when I'm sampling is use samples as its own instrument, right? You can use vocals as its own instrument. It's really basically for me is how you chop and how you make it sound melodically, make it make sense, right? So this made a lot of sense for me just to, and it had that instrumentation right there in the end. So what I did was just take that first part and just blend them right together. So made a lot of sense for me to do that. Keep that, you know, keep that bop right there, you know, kind of give it a little bit of a neo soul type of bop right there. So what I did, I'm a big believer in bass lines. I think bass lines, the melody is the water, and the bass lines help shape the water, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you have a bottle of water, the melody, the main melody is the water, but the bass line is the bottle of water. It helps shape the melody in general, right? And based off of that, that's when you have your idea. So what I did on the next part, right? It's a stop plugin actually. I like to use called GMS. I know a lot of niggas won't start jocking now, but I don't care. It's called GMS. Cool bass, kind of bass line that kind of like it's a bit jazzy. Gives a little jazzy feel, like a little cello, but it's very robust also. So it sounds very modern also on top of that, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and put that together with this. Guys, give the whole sample a whole good bottom, right? So from right there, you know, I think we don't have to do much. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta build the drums around it. You know what I'm saying? So in the and then we just use this part right there in the instrumentation. So we get back to our regularly scheduled program. All right, so we got the right key for the actual song. This is, you know, I messed with the key several times, but so I'm gonna break the drums down right now real quick. So I want to keep it simple, right? Kept it simple. Oh, hold on. Unsolo that. I want to keep the drums really, really simple. So here's what I did. No stutters, not too much. give it a pocket, right? How I do my drums, like how I play drums is how I do my drums now, right? What's the most important thing that we're taught as drummers, especially in the church? Keep that pocket, right? I think one of the most important things in production is also, I think that should apply to producing, right? Not having a lot going on, stutters, too many stutters, too many like drum fills and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it pocket, right? Because when you keep it pocket, it helps out the artist also, especially the artist that doesn't have the trained ear as we do. You know what I'm saying? This helps them and the listeners. You know what I'm saying? Get a feel for it. You know what I'm saying? It also creates that space also. Space is very important to a writer. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to feel like, you don't want to make the writer or the artist feel like they're competing with the beat itself. You know what I'm saying? Your job is to help elevate the artist, not compete with them. So that's the most important thing. If you're an up-and-coming producer, just know that your job is to elevate the artist, not compete. Because you don't want, you want to win regardless. You know what I'm saying? If you help the artist, as far the song does good, you're gonna do good too. You know what I'm saying? So, just kept the drums simple. One trick I like to do, I don't EQ my drum. I don't EQ any of my drums, especially not my kick. To me, how I make my kicks punch through, right, is by turning the velocity all the way up, as you see right here on the bottom. I turn the velocity all the way up, right? And then from the mixer, I kind of control whether to turn it down or turn it up. You know what I'm saying? But I always believe my type of sound, I love my kicks to punch through. No matter what genre I do, the kicks always, if I'm doing even live drum, I want to have something where my kicks actually punch through, right? Even through the 808, it's got to punch. It got to knock. You know, I hate overly saturated kicks, man. It's a real big pet peeve of mine, but it got to punch through. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not. So, crash right there, the accent, right? Vanilla drum right there. I'm gonna play an example of it too. Pull a little ride, you know what I'm saying? A little ride to make it a little jazzy, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then I put a little percussion. Put that in the, in the hook, not in the hook, but in the verse. You know what I'm saying? Compliments it really well. I like the little like, I love that. That's my favorite part. I don't know why I love that part right there. That's why I really put it in there. Put that percussion loop in there. But overall, it's very simple. Very, very simple. Very simple. So, I mean, really, honestly, that's it. That's really pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure, like, the whole thing of this beat, to me, the true highlight is just everything just flows right in this record. You know what I'm saying? So, originally, I had this beat sitting for like, I say about 2.5 years. And I would try to send it to Berg every time, and niggas don't record to it. So my thing is, it's like don't ever sleep on any of your beats. Like, trust me. Like, both records I got on air, both 1-800 Hit Easy line 1 and line 2. the beats I did on those two projects, I didn't even like, especially the patterns. I was absolutely surprised because I was like, oh, because I ain't gonna hold you. The patterns beat, I didn't even hear the song. Like Burgess texted me, tell me that I was on the album. So I was like, okay, dope. 1-800 Easy Live 2. So he told me, he texted me saying I was on the album, but I said I had heard, my first time hearing it was when the album was released this past last month. I mean February, right? So once the beat loaded, I said, all right, let me check it out, see what beat they use, right? And mind you, I didn't know what beat they used. I wasn't sure if there any co-producers. I'll tell Jamal, I said, hey, look, this is all me. I guess, no samples was used. I was just throwing like a Hail Mary type of thing because on the business side, I couldn't really tell him what was used. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I heard the song, the first 2 seconds of that beat, I was like, bro, they used this beat. Like, that was my first reaction. Like, yo, they used this beat like crazy. It was like a little throwaway joint I did. But I tell producers, like, you never know. In this game, you never know. So, like, don't sleep on none of your work. Treat your work all the same, you know what I'm saying? So, because you can make something that you feel like that's going to be a hit record, and they ain't going to do nothing, and the beat that you thought wasn't going to do much going to be your hit record, you know what I'm saying? It works out that way. Trust me on that.